What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Brian with Mendez Detailing. Hey, I just want to go ahead and start the video out by saying appreciate every single last one of you guys that have been supporting the channel since day one, subscribing, liking the videos, commenting, all that good stuff, man. I really do appreciate it. So right before we jump into this video here, I made a video last time saying that I was going to give a shout out, so I'm going to be a man of my word and give a special shout out to Big Mark's Mobile Detail. So shout out to Big Mark. Man, I appreciate you for watching the video, man. Thanks for commenting on the last video. I think I pinned your comment and I'm gonna say it here. Appreciate you, bro. Here's your shout out. Follow him on IG, follow him on Instagram and stuff like that. If he comments again, I'll pin his stuff so you can link your social media so y'all can follow him and stuff like that. So a big shout out to Big Mark. Appreciate the support, brother. Much love to you. So in this video, I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all the process on how people book and how I send out quotes and requests and stuff like that for, you know, scheduling and booking details. So hopefully this video is very informative for you guys and it's super simple and it's easy to understand. I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions, so if you do have questions, DM me or, you know, try to comment down below and I'll try my best to get back to you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hopefully you guys like and you subscribed already, because we're gonna get into juicy content right now. You're not gonna want to miss or skip anything. So let's get started, you guys. Hustle never settle. Let's go. All right, so we are here on my website, you guys. So let's just act like we're a new client and we don't know anything about pricing and we don't know what we want to get done, right? So I'm gonna just try to make this as quick as possible. So we have the full free detail packages. Now keep in mind, on mobile, on your phone, this will look way different, but we're gonna click on full detail packages. So we have three options here. Now I'm wondering what the differences are between these, so I'm just go ahead and go with this one because I think this one's a little bit more high-end. So we have a full shampoo and auto detail right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and, you know, look through the website, see the prices and see if we can afford and like these prices. And if we do, we're gonna go ahead and just book our detail. Once we click book detail, our client is gonna get sent to a request form. Now this is not the perfect way to do stuff. I'm still trying to figure out the best way, but for now this has been working so far. So we're gonna just fill this out right here with our personal information. We ask all these questions which you can customize on Jobber, and if you guys are interested in Jobber, I'll link it down below so y'all can go ahead and check it out. But right here we have all customizable questions here. So I asked them, what's your car make and model and your main concern? So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna just put Mazda 3, and then I'm gonna just put seats have stains because that's my main concern. I want to get them stains off my seats. And there we go, you guys see it. And we're gonna just select our package, which was silver. We saw the price on it, so we already know there's no, you know, surprises or anything like that. We have a medium-sized car, and then we're gonna just do these basic detail stuff right there. We don't want any paint correction, so we're not gonna add anything to it. Once we're done that, submit it. I'm gonna get a notification on my phone, which you guys can see right there. I don't know why it's not picking it up, but it's right here. I'm gonna click on it and it's gonna show me exactly what I just typed. So like I said, this is like if a customer was submitting a request, this is how it would come to my phone. So we have the Mazda, it needs seat shampoo and they're worried about the seats. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here to convert to quote. This is how super easy and simple it is. And then we're gonna add the silver, and it was a medium-sized vehicle, so that's gonna run them 300. It's gonna run them 300. I know I need to raise my prices, I know. And then I like to require deposits at least $25 to $50 depending on how big the service is. And once we send that over to them, so we'll be able to, once we do that, we'll be able to send it over to the client here. And then if you want to add any like special messages or something like that down here, sometimes I'll type like, hey, you know, if the condition's a little bit worse, we'll, you know, change pricing, or if it's a little bit better, then the price will change. And also I'll add like, hey, if you can remove everything from the vehicle, that would be greatly appreciated. Whatever you want to add, you can add there. And then once we're done that, we can simply save it, and then we'll review and send it to the client. And literally I'll send it to them as a text and I'll send it to them as a message. they'll get it to their phone and their email. Once they submit it, or once they have that approved, it'll show here on the quote section. For me, it'll show quotes, but it'll show approved. So right now we don't have any, but it will show here that the quote was approved and that it is ready to go. So right now I have 3 more requests here that I gotta get back to. You guys can get somewhat of an idea on how, you know, we communicate with clients and stuff like that. So honestly, I send out, this is the process that I do. So if I have any, you know, room for improvement, let me know. I'm open to learning, and I'm more than willing to take on, you know, new tricks and tips that you might have for me. So if you have any, comment down below. So usually what I'll do is this: I'll have the request, right, like I just did. I'll get their information, and then I'll send them the quote. Now, they don't have any way to contact you back, only through your email. So what I do is, because I love texting and I feel like it's so much easier than sending emails, and people respond a lot quicker through text. So I text them. I have their information, because, you know, once they submit the request form, you should ask for the client's address, you should ask for their phone number and their email, just in case. And then you should just, you know, ask for their full name, you know, and it's pretty much all we ask for. And then we ask for what services you want and what car do you have. Pretty much it. Once they submit that through the website, it comes to my phone. Once it comes to my phone, I look over it, right? And if it's something like super simple, I'll get on it quick. But if it's something that it requires a little bit more, like let's say like a 5-hour detail or something like that, I'll go ahead and wait it off a little bit, maybe a few hours, to figure out, you know, where I can fit them. And then I'll reach out to them after I sent them their request, their quote. So I'll send out their quote. Let's say it's $350. I'll require the $50 up front and then the $300 after the detail. And once the detail is complete, we take payments, right? So during that process on me reaching out to them, this is what I always reach out to them and say, because at this point they already know the price, they know what service they want, and they just want to get on the schedule, right? So once they submit the request form, I get it, I look over it, and I send them the quote. Once I send them the quote, if they approve it, right, I'm gonna go ahead and text that number that they provided for me. I'm gonna say, hey, John, blah, blah, blah. Hey, John, I see here you approved the quote for the silver package on your Mazda 3. I was just looking to see, you know, if you had time to schedule out, you know, the detail. Now, keep in mind, always make it about them, right? Like, this is very important. Always make it seem like you're looking out for them, right? Because if you're like, hey, let me see what I have, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just something that, like, to me, I feel like, hey, let me see what I can do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what times I have available for you. Let me see, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you word it and say it like that, it sounds way different. Like, instead of saying like, okay, I got you, let me see what I got. You know, let me see what I got. You know, instead of saying it like, let me see what I can do for you. Let me see what I have available for you. Like, it really does matter. It makes a difference. At least I think so. But anyways, once we, you know, agree to a time or whatever, I usually am booked 2 weeks out. So if they're not willing to wait 2 weeks out, I lost that client, which, you know, pretty much sometimes happens, but most of the times people are willing to wait and they're not looking for something immediate. Now, when you're looking for, if you're looking for some, you know, something immediate, answer that phone, because once that phone is buzzing, it means that somebody that day wants a last minute detail. And if they do it through the website, I can tell that they're more patient, they're more lean, and they're more willing to wait a little bit longer. You know, I did notice that, because when I answer the phone, sometimes they're like, hey, can you come out today? Can you come out tomorrow? And I'm just like, I'm booked 2 weeks out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's impossible for me to do that. So that's a little side note. But hopefully you guys learned something from this video, man, really, because I don't know, I didn't have this when I first started. I kind of just, you know, used Square. I used a lot of like different ones. I use my Wix calendar. I let people book their own details, and it was just creating chaos. You know, don't let people book their own time slots, you guys, because you're gonna regret it. You have to be in control of your calendar and your schedule. So make sure that you're not letting people pick their time. At least that's my 2 cents on, you know, how to let your clients book and stuff like that. But nonetheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I tried to get a lot of value and a lot of knowledge in this video here. If you guys are interested in getting Jobber, I'm gonna go ahead and put my link in the description. Now, this is a referral link, so if you were to, get their services or whatever, I think I would get a month free or something, or maybe I would get a certain percentage off. But either way, it would help me out, so I do appreciate that for you guys. Like the video, subscribe. Hopefully this video made it, much simpler for you to understand how to quote and stuff like that. If you guys, want to see a very thorough video, which will probably take me a long time to make, but if you guys want to see a very thorough video, get this video to 100 likes. If the video gets 100 likes, I'll go ahead and make a thorough video on how I put my services on there, on, how I ask my questions and all that good stuff. So, and also how I put that on my website, because that's also very important that you know how to put that form on your website. So if you like the video, get it to 100 likes and I'll make the video for you guys. Without further ado, again, shout out to Big Mark's Mobile Detailing, and also make sure you comment down below anything. If you want a special shout out, let me know. I got you. Peace out, you guys. Hustle never settle. Brian from Mendez Mobile Detailing, out.